I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. This morning, I ran to the Petroleum Training Institute Conference Center at Efun to deliver a lecture on growing small businesses in a VUCA era. VUCA era is V for volatile, U for uncertain, C for complex, A for ambiguous. The recent increase in interest rates in banks has distorted a lot of fiscal measures for business people. So the interest rates you'll be paying now for any loan will be much higher. And this is coming at a time of inflation in the country. So you can't know what they will predict. Okay, Port Harcourt refinery is coming online to sell petroleum products. We don't know if the prices will come down or they will go up, because I was hearing somebody talking about importing crude. Imagine importing crude in a nation that produces crude oil to power your refineries, because one crazy fellow sold crude in advance to collect loans. I don't know what we are using to collect loans now. We are still collecting. So how do you grow a business in a VUCA environment? Number one, I want to thank the Delta State government through their agency, DESOPADEC. DESOPADEC is an agency set up to take care of oil-producing communities. Each participant or beneficiary must have received starter packs of more than ₦1 million, if I'm not exaggerating. And then I was told that they are giving them a 6-figure alert, financial alert from their banks. So that's 500,000 upwards or around that. But I warned them when I was speaking to them. From experience in oil-producing communities, the government will give starter packs. The man who sold the starter packs to the people will be waiting with his trailer somewhere, his lorry somewhere. Our people from these oil-producing communities would immediately resell what was given to them to the man who supplied it to the government at a cheaper price. And I warned them that in the parable of talents, the first servant returned with 5 talent profit. The second one returned with 2 talent profit. And the third servant returned what was given to him intact. And God still punished him. I told them that if they sell those things, God will punish them. Because it is our common wealth. It is not from government. It is our oil wealth that was shared to them. So I taught them that, number one, business is for profit. Profit is the key for business. As you render service to humanity, you solve problems, you sell something, you provide solutions, you save people time, you save people energy, you save people money, you save people stress. They should pay you back and you should make profit. Growing a business is intentional. And I explained to them with my usual formula: 250 times 40 times 20 times 12 times 10 will give you 24 million. That means if you have 40 people buying something of 250 naira from you for 20 days in a month, times 12 months in a year, times 10 years, you will make 24 million naira turnover. So what do you need to do to grow that business? Juggle 3 units. Number one, increase the number of people that buy. Your wealth is audience dependent, patronage dependent. So find a way to increase your customer base. If you can increase your customer base to say 80, buying at 250 naira times 20 days times 12 months, in 5 years you will make a turnover of 24 million. The next thing, increase the number of products you sell or the number of services you render to 500 naira. With 80 people at 500 naira, 20 days in a month, 12 months in a year, in 2.5 years, you will make 24 million turnover. 75% of the GDP of advanced nations is generated from small, medium, and micro enterprises. So, the next figure you can juggle is the figure of 20 days. So, if you increase people increase it in such a way that people can buy from you even at night, when you are sleeping, you can have patronage. Somebody was discussing land with me, 12 midnight Nigerian time. American time. And I was in Nigeria. I sell properties when people are going to Coven in Nigeria. Because I'm still awake. And I'm transacting business with people in the United States, in Japan, wherever. That is just money in Australia. So I needed to increase my customer base by using the internet so that I could sell when people were sleeping in Nigeria and people were awake in other nations. So I used the internet. I will be selling when Nigerian witches are going to Coven. And it cannot affect my sales. The books I was selling in the internet. So, to spread the sales, we gave some to somebody in Ghana, we gave some to somebody in Lagos, we gave some to somebody in Abuja. So, I don't need to limit myself to the sales that people will get to Abraham in Delta State alone. So we have outlets. But it's the same book business. So my sales increased per month more than the 20 days of sales. So modern businesses that grow don't have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. They sell all the time. Render essential services, products that people can demand and utilize any time of the day. And so when you increase from that 20 to 30 days, you will find out that you have increased by 50%. And then there are some of the days people buy more, like Sundays after service, Saturdays. And so juggle the increase in purchases, the number of people that buy, juggle the number of people that buy per day, per month, and then juggle the number of products you sell. And you will see that there is growth in your turnover in the business. So provide more variety for them. Sell more products. In the same place, the same business environment. When I mean environment, Petra Publications, Petra Christian Academy. So when you increase what you sell in the same location, and then you use the internet, and you use people, you discover that you will grow your business. And I told them, integrity is important in growing business. When people trust you, they will recommend you to others. Then you must treat people as royalty before you get their loyalty. Don't treat people like trash. When a customer is confused, don't be confused with him. If he lacks common sense, have better sense than him. Then you will get money. Even if his mouth is smelling, bear the odor of his mouth and sell to him, because money has no odor. You will keep the money. And so, as you render service to people, treating them like royalty, getting their loyalty, increasing the products you sell, the services you render, and the amount of sales you make, you'll discover that you are growing your business. Then building a brand. What is a brand? A brand is the discussions you generate while rendering services or people buy your product. So, Dr. Pokey, the man that says the truth. Doctor, you can look for trouble, but it is good trouble you are looking for because you are saying the truth. People might not like you. Today, as we finish speaking, the crowd surged towards me. Even the MC did not know I was the Dr. Pokey. And then we went to ShopRite to buy some things. Soldiers knew me, came to hug me as I was going. Another set of soldiers in a Hilux van in front of ShopRite. They were discussing about me. I greeted them, then the discussion continued. That is a brand. When people use your product, what do they go with to tell others? Urobo say, unu takunu, omravra gogo. That is people mouth to mouth transmission and advertisement is louder than a bell. If you annoy one customer, he will go and tell 12 or 52 other customers. If you please one customer, so also he will go and please other customers. So try as much as people were talking about one man sleeping with 400 women in Equatorial Guinea. No, he wasn't going to look for the women. It was recommendation. That guy carry you. That guy. That was how they were recommending to each other to please their fantasies. He didn't go to look for them. They were coming to his office. Even if he did in the road, as according to people who watch the videos, I don't have time for such videos because I've seen worse things. So, recommendation. People talk to people. Generate positive discussions. And you will see that your business will grow. And growth is an irreversible increase in size. It's not unnecessary expansion. My son said that, he said that improvement is better than expansion. And somebody that spoke before me, Pastor Afolabi, said that one eatery at Warri opened in several places. But there was one he used as an example that is along Airport Road. They've been in one place, increasing the customer base and cashing out for many years. So unnecessary spread of your branches without commensurate improvement in services, commensurate improvement in customer care, commensurate improvement in bookkeeping, commensurate improvement in the recipe or whatever you render, you will find out that you just be spreading liabilities all over the place without good management structure. And eventually, you just have a big overhead and you will collapse. So, as much as possible, before you expand, before you diversify, make sure you perfect and excel in whatever you are doing to a point where the demand for another opening is met. So, but there was something that happened that I must talk about. Number one, I want them not to sell those materials. Number two, I told them, when they give them those materials, those starter packs, and they open their businesses, they should be punctual in their business places. They should be regular in their business places. That market time is not a time to be singing praises. Market time is not the time to be reading Bible. Market time is business time. Read your Bible at home, pray at home, render services. When people ask you, when you render services to them very well, you're rendering services very well, saving them time, saving them money, saving them stress, saving them energy. They will ask you, bro, which church do you attend? It is then that you can market Christ to them. I was in Juggling in South Africa. Juggling is outside Port Elizabeth. And one young man was serving us food. White young man. He was serving us so well. I was just observing him. And I started shedding tears. Till today, Evangelist Ima Adimora, if he remembers that experience, I was just weeping. I could not understand why I was weeping. So I called the young man. That, why are you serving us? I said, what church do you attend? He mentioned this church. He said they went on evangelism, missionary work in Malawi, and that he saw young people in Malawi far poorer than he was, but they were respecting their parents, diligent in whatever they were doing in their farming, and that he made up his mind that when he comes back to South Africa, he will serve like never before. His behavior ministered to my spirit. So don't carry church to your business place. Carry Christ to your business place. Let Christ be the fragrance of your business. In my school, our school, we don't do exam malpractice. We don't tolerate cultism. We don't tolerate immorality. They are there. But we don't tolerate. We had to redo an exam because one of my typists shared some of questions with some students. We canceled the whole papers and did it again. And so when other schools are struggling to get students, we reject students. We have an overwhelming demand for admissions. The next thing is that I told them that as they receive the money, they must be frugal. Don't go and carry a Brazilian weave-on or human hair of 500,000 because they gave you 6-figure alert. Carry 500,000 Brazilian weave-on human hair on your coconut head. The 6 figures will turn to 4 figures before you know it. And with time, it will disappear. And don't go and use money that they gave to you now to pursue females, to pursue drinking fermented drink, to pursue fantasy. What I'm wearing now is a gift. The shoes, gift. The singlet, gift. These glasses, gift from Olorogun Dr. Oneme Dema, President General Progress United States of America, at one time. This one made by Venus Stitches, Japa Road, by Zenith Bank. The material, gift. So, wristwatch, gift. This chair, gift. First succeed in your business. First excel in your business. The gifts will come. To him who has, more is given. So the best thing you need to do is to excel in your business, do well in your services, build a brand, and then people will patronize you. And as they patronize you, they will also give gifts to you. That is what I taught them, or that was what I taught them. But there was something tragic that happened. I noticed a young girl with club foot going around, limping. And at one point she was complaining and she was crying. And we called her. Upper Williams, who let the dogs out, Upper Williams, was the person who linked me to this seminar. And he sat with me. And then I asked the girl, what happened? She said that the leadership of people with disabilities told her to pay 50,000 before her name would be added to the list of beneficiaries. And then she was rearing chickens. She hurriedly sold the broilers she was rearing at 5,000 naira. That means she sold 10 and gave as gratification to this their leader who was supposed to add her name. And then this leader told her that the generator they are going to give to her for her business, that he was going to take it unless she pays 100,000 to her. And I told Upper Williams, handle this case now. They said he did it previously, came with keke, that's tricycle, to carry things from beneficiaries. And I told Upper Williams, handle this case now. Then I told the girl, give me the name of that person. Call him, tell him I'm going to put him on YouTube and he will run away from worry. I will publicize his stupidity and wickedness. And then they called him right there that if you dare take anything from this girl, you will be in trouble. And they were waiting for him with security forces. Now look, this is somebody who is physically challenged, a young lady. You too, you are physically challenged. If you were not physically challenged, then you will have been very terrible. You are now demanded 50,000 to add her name. Then you now demand for her generator, or she will give you 100,000. What is wrong with Nigerians? What is wrong with the black man? Don't you have heart? This is a girl, most probably she's not married because of her physical challenge. Most probably nobody is assisting her. You are from the same tribe with her, most probably. You are extorting money from her, and now you want to take her generator. What is it that will satisfy you, wicked man? What is it? Don't you have a heart? Does it not grieve your spirit? And they called him. Now, we keep blaming politicians. We blame president. We blame governor. We are not too different. We are not too different. You in the pension office, somebody has labored for 35 years. He is now 60 years. He wants to collect his pension. You say he should give you a certain percentage of what he contributed and government contributed. If not, you will not pay him. You are a devil. You are a wizard. You are evil. You want to a young girl. I was in a hotel at Aba, and one girl was shouting, "Awalamwe, Awalamwe!" And I got to the hotel, to the door. I said, "Open this door now." He refused to open. I said, Mopo, break." Mopo is mobile policeman in Nigeria. "Mopo, break this door." Then he opened the door. I carried a belt. I held the tail of the belt. The iron head was swinging. Then I saw him. He was taller than me. And I used native wisdom. What happened? The girl said, "This is my boss. He brought me here that I should come and collect something. He was here, called me that I should come and collect something. Now he wants to sleep with me." And I told him, "My father just died. Why will you do such a thing to me? I was entrusted to you." And then he tore the girl's pants. I was mad. Because he was taller than me, I told him, "Kneel down." He now knelt down. He was lower than me. And I did something to him that I won't say on YouTube. And I told him, "Pack your things, run out of this hotel now." And he packed his things and ran away. Listen, you want to defile a small girl working for you when there are women all over looking for you, and maybe you are even married. What is wrong with our hearts? How wicked are we? This is something I experienced today, and it is very prevalent. Very prevalent. We say there is no development here in the Niger Delta. Somebody wants to build a house. The youths will come, bring all kinds of obstacles. We say that the price of rice is expensive. Somebody was sharing on social media that to offload or to load a bag of rice in Kano is 40 naira. To offload it in Ugeli here is 100 naira. And the youths will come and say they must be the ones to offload it. So that if you bring people from the north to offload it, they will drive them away. Then you say rice is expensive. Who has made it expensive? Is it Tinubu? Is it Sheriff of Borewori? Is it Jaregbo, the local government chairman? It is you, part of the poor, part of the masses, that are going to suffer it. Because we're just evil. I wanted to build a house for my son. The levies I paid to these young men, I didn't want to fight them, because if I fight with them, bring police to arrest them. The police will not be there. When they come and break down the fence later at night, I won't know the person. Or when they come and break my louvers, or when they come and cut my wires. I told them, I'm giving you this money because even if I carry you now, you end up in prison, and you come back later, you can come and look for me or look for my children. But these are the evils we do, particularly in the Niger Delta, that prevents us from developing. The Niger Delta in particular. We disturb visitors who want to invest. We disturb natives who want to invest. We employ you, you won't do well. Then how can we progress? That's not Tinubu's blame. That's not Sheriff's blame. Maybe he has a role to play in ensuring that these things stop. But the law has been passed. Sometimes it is kings that send people to come and disturb you. Community chairmen that send people. Thank God for my community somewhere there. You don't dare that. You will end up in detention. So, I want to thank the Delta State government, the SOPADEC, for empowering those people. It is up to those people now to utilize those things very well. I told them, if it is Igbo young men you empowered like this, they will multiply it over and over and over and over and start employing new people. But here, some of them might sleep, abandon businesses, go to burial ceremonies, go to parties, spend the money frivolously, and then we are backward, and then we are underdeveloped despite the oil around us. It's painful, grieves my spirit. However, I'm Dr. Charles Apoki. I have a webinar coming up on the 6th and on the 7th of December. It's very close by. It is tagged Maximizing Your Life, Ministry, and Finances. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. He will send you the flyer. If you don't register before December 1st, you will pay extra for the registration, but it is worth it. People register from all over the world. God bless you.